Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. We have made it to Friday. Yay. And first one in today, da 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 da. Michael's Adventures. Yo, Michael, how art thou? Then we have Terry Sue that said, I love that picture. It's so boss. Probably won't make it to the live. I'm about to crash out to some baseball. I have done that a time or two, even when I was in County Stadium. Just saying, that's in Milwaukee, where we're from. Yeah, I fell asleep in the stadium watching a baseball game. Oh, it is what it is. Amy says, hi, Jerry and friends. And of course, Michael saying hello to Amy. 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 Amy is so smart. Smart. I have to ask you a question, Amy. Whatever happened to Kurt? I know he was on Old Guy Carnivores Live. He was off for a period of time. I think he had something with the shoulder. He had some malady, and he was off for a period of time. Then he was on Old Guy Carnivores, and then he fell off again. He changed his name. Go figure. Go figure. Hey, Michael, I cracked onto your video when I was at work. Of course, your video involves a lot of watching. And because I'm at work, all I hear is Emily eating. So I didn't get the chance to watch. So I was scrolling through when I was about to go back to work to listen to another video or a podcast or what have you after break and after Cindy was done. And I came upon your video, so I have to check out that later. So, yes, I was wondering what happened to Kurt. I also ran into Tuber Chat when I was scrolling around too. And of course, I couldn't catch Tuber Chat because primarily Tuber Chat is interaction with the chat, unfortunately. I love the guy that does Tuber Chat, and I love all the new channels that are on there. I truly do. However, it involves me not paying attention to my work and to pay attention to the Tuber Chat, which I can't do, unfortunately. So the week has been long and dragged out. First and foremost, let me tell you, they are talking overtime for next weekend so much that either I can come in early, which would conflict with a couple appointments that I have, two of which involve the dentist next week. First off, let me tell you, yesterday I bit into a Polish sausage or a brat, regardless. I bit into it. It's soft. It's like a hot dog, if you will. It's soft. It's not a problem. And I just did that video about my dental health being pretty good. So I bit on it. Primarily, I chew on this side. I'm a righty, but I chew on my left side. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but as I bit down, I heard crunch. Like, this isn't good. Well, I believe it was a filling that gave way. It doesn't hurt me at all. At all. It's not. I probably ingested the filling and a piece of the tooth. It is what it is, and I'm not about to look for it either. So I called the dentist, and I have an early morning dental appointment on Monday. Then I have Kelly Hogan class at 9 o'clock. So dentist at 8, Hogan at 9, which I'll probably be on the road doing the Kelly Hogan thing and watching her uh, on the computer or listening when I'm at the dentist. Probably start listening, which I'd rather listen to her and not listen to the drill, if you know what I mean. And then I have to go to a tanning appointment. And then I have to have some blood work done because next week I'm doing my general physical. It's the physical that they all tell you that you need to do once a year. So I'm pretty busy. So without further ado, hey, look who's here. Tanya's here. Jerry, I'm still at work, but saying hi. Hi. I do the same thing, Tanya. I listen when I'm working. So it's all good. Listen while you work. Shh, 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 shh. I don't whistle very well. So back to next week's craziness. Because I can't go in early due to a lot of other commitments and appointments for my schedule, I'm going to end up working overtime more than likely for sure 2, possibly 4 hours. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to not do lives next week because of overtime commitments. And this has to do with these government contracts. So listen, the government's closed. Why are we working so hard for the government if the government's closed? I'm just saying. I have my awareness ribbon, which is a dollar bill, because people are aware of, like inside you'll see the breast cancer awareness, which is pink. But I am very aware of the dollar and the economy because I am a United States citizen. So that's why I wear this awareness ribbon, and it holds better with the breast cancer pin. These pins are made differently. I had an pierced earring before, but these hold better. So I guess it goes with October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I guess it does. So it is what it is. So that'll change the whole, upset the apple cart for my lives next week. I apologize. I enjoy this. I enjoy winding down and talking to my friends. I look at it like cheers. I come home or I leave my job. In this case, I come home and I sit at the bar, which is the wing chair, pour up a drink, which is LMNT. No, this is salty. No, this is from Cindy. This is Cindy's LMNT that she gave me, unflavored. So I have this at night. Whoa, I have this at night, and that will, if any, I have any leg cramps, that will alleviate it. But I'm pretty thirsty at the end of my day, especially today. I'm pretty thirsty. And I was wondering why I'm so stinking thirsty. And I think it had to do with I had hard boiled eggs today for my lunch at work. And I had salt, I put them in salt, didn't bring any pepper, salted butter, and I had some pork rinds. So maybe I had too much salt, maybe. And so what am I doing? I'm drinking salty water too. Yum. I actually do have a craving, a hankering for some coffee, but I don't dare drink coffee this late because sleepy time. So, what has been going on in your lives? Nothing really exciting over here. Ladybug decided to make her presence. She's laying on the bed right now across from me, just staring me down. I have her cup of snacks. Here, I'll toss one to her, see what she does. You guys can't see her. There you go. Let's see if she comes over by me. She just came closer. Okay, let's see what today's mail all involves. Most of it's bills. Listen, there's a place in Milwaukee. It's called Hope Gospel Mission, or Hope. Well, it's actually in Eau Claire. This is from Eau Claire. It's for the 2025 Thanksgiving meal tickets that I can purchase to buy meals for people that can't afford anything. We had something like that in Milwaukee. Same thing, similar. This is buy a Thanksgiving dinner for somebody for $2.39. And of course, it's a donation, so it's tax deductible. There we go. So I have the option to buy this ticket for 25 Thanksgiving meals, 50, 80, or a blank dollar amount to provide Thanksgiving meals is sponsored by. And the gifts are for 10 meals, $23.90, hence $2.39 a meal. So that's the promo that's going on up here. I'm sure you guys have the same thing in your similar locations. So again, I used to do that in Milwaukee, and now that I'm up here in the Northwoods, I'll probably continue on with Hope Gospel Mission in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Okay, more bills. This is the, here she comes. Here she comes. Making her debut appearance. Hi, Ladybug. Say hi to the peoples. Say hello, peoples. I'm Ladybug. Hi, Ladybug. Come on down. Come on down. You have itch? Let me see. Do you want snacks? I got snacks. You have to sit down. Can you sit down, please? Thank you. Thank you. She loves these dehydrated snacks. There you go. Thank you. All the snacky things. They say this is human grade, though I have never eaten it. Oh, we have some comments here. We have comments. I can't even listen because people won't shut up and the jukebox is loud. Oh no. Oh boy. I used to like going for the socialization aspect out after work. Not necessarily to drink. It would be the socialization similar to what I'm doing right now on YouTube. Except I don't feed my dog. Oh, you're a hungry girl. Didn't you eat today? Yeah, I know you ate. That's funny. Jack fed her this morning. He gave her half a can of dog food because he's used to feeding her that way. But she's spoiled. She likes her half a pound of ground beef. So Jack woke up early, decided to feed her. But you're slobbering. Yeah, you're slobbering. You must be hungry. Yeah, you must be pretty hungry. Should I just put some in my hand? Would you like some of that? Here, have some more. Wow. What are we going to do when I'm all done with this? Then what you going to do? What you going to do when they come for you? Okay, that's it. No more. Trust me, I don't have any more. Nope, I don't have more. That's all. Say hi, Ladybug. Can you say hi, Ladybug? Yeah, that's a good girl. She's a good girl. Want a kiss? Give me a kiss. Give Mom a kiss. No, you can't give me the paws. You gotta give me the kiss. Give me the kisses. Kissy. Ma. Okay, that's it. All done. Go lay in bed now. All done. All done with the snacks. Okay, back to the video. Back to the video. Hello. Hello. Thank you for that brief time out there a second. Okay, we are back. What was I saying? I lost track. I lost my train of thought. Oh, she's going to check out the laundry. I just closed the door so you wouldn't hear any of the laundry noise. So let me know if it's too bothersome in the background. I'm opening up the bills. This is the Costco credit card. It's up to $2,900. That's because I go every week. Listen, I think I need to go to church on Saturday night. Reason being is Costco is open on Saturday until 7 p.m. Church is from 5 until 6. Basically, it's about a mile and a half from my church. I go to Costco, get a couple of things. Don't spend a fortune. Don't go lollygagging around the store, etc. Get the milk, get the eggs, get the butter, get in the vehicle, go home. Just because I just gotta stop spending. What the heck? My freezer is really loaded between the butcher box that comes and that meat sale that I did at Shattuck's. You know, Michael, the one with all the fat people in there. Okay, I don't have a balance. I don't get it. Listen, I do not understand this. I get a statement saying zero balance. I don't even know what this is for. Capital One, it's saying? I don't have a clue. But it says zero balance, so they mailed me out a statement regardless. Well, I'll take a zero balance. That's okay. Last bill of the day. So I have to spend less money because I really don't need stuff. I really don't need it. I don't need the cheese to tempt me either, and the pickles. I really am not trying to buy anything more because of the fast that's coming up. I'm starting on December 2nd. It's going through January 11th. The only thing that's going to be eaten in this house is ground beef for her, and which I've got plenty of that. I've got plenty of everything. Remember, my husband told me not to cook for him. Okay, now my Kohl's is up to $173, but those are from the shoes that I just recently purchased. So I have 3 pair of shoes. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. I bought a new pair of brown shoes, which meant the old pair of brown shoes had to go bye-bye. So I am down a pair of shoes because the new pair, that's just the rule in this house. That's my own rule now that I downsized with my shoe habit. I used to have a lot of shoes, high-heeled shoes, nice dress shoes, because being a realtor, you had to dress up. And, well, hip surgery and what have you, and my profession right now. And if I'm going to go into people's homes to be a nutritionist, they're not going to expect me to come in 3-inch pumps to talk about nutrition with them. I know. So not much else happened today except gossip at work. There's always a lot of gossip. And apparently, these kids that I work with, they ask me this question, which I find I find absolutely humorous. The kids ask me these questions. They say, Jerry, I hear that President Trump is going to disallow women from doing what once they started with the disallowing women and President Trump, you might as well have done this to my ears, la 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 la, or I pushed my OSHA hearing further into my ears because I didn't want to hear it. It's nothing but shenanigans and BS. I don't want to hear it. I think this economy, it's his first year back in office again, and the economy is not that bad. It's not the doom and gloom of the Schumer shutdown right now. I just hope that tomorrow doesn't bring a lot of chaos and mayhem and shenanigans with this No Kings rally shenanigans. I really hope that there's not going to be trouble with it. I really hope so. I don't foresee any martial law coming all too soon. President Trump dropped the F-bomb talking about the Venezuelan dictator today. Did you hear that? Boy, he loves that F word. But you know his slogan, they've said it before, FAFO. Enough said. Yeah. The menu for this weekend, I am going to be eating my normal carnivore for tomorrow. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I'm going to be doing the Dave Feldman protocol because I'm having the cholesterol, the a bigger blood tests on Wednesday. So I'm going Monday to have other blood tests. Then I'm going back on Wednesday and having more blood drawn, different doctor, different circumstance. And I want to try the Dave Feldman protocol, higher fat. They say you do it for 3.5 days, and then you have your blood work taken for normal. So I guess Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because my blood work is done on Wednesday. Yeah, it'll be just a lot of calories and a lot of fat from a lot of calories because of it's going to be a lot of fat. So that's for generally speaking when they talk about your high cholesterol levels. And I always have that because I'm on the carnivore diet. I'm not worried about it. The doctors, are worried about, especially for a physical. So I want that number to be pretty low. So it's a little game that you play, if you will. But I'm confident in the Dave Feldman protocol, and we'll see what happens. I may have to use the Dave Feldman labs to get my own blood work drawn. You know what I mean? So that's fine. Plus, I did tell you guys that I'm really craving fat right now. I really enjoy it. Before bed tonight, I'm going to pop about 2 or 3 of my butter bowls. Last night I did that. I no sooner hit the pillow after doing the video, went upstairs, went to bed. In 10 minutes, I think I was down for the count. And I was sleeping too, similar to Terry Sue talking about falling asleep to baseball. I actually fell asleep to Survivor. I wanted to do a little catch up and maybe ease myself into sleep. Bam! I fell asleep. Crash, literal, just crash and burn. Maybe I will do a video live on Sunday. Of course, before Amy. I'll do it. Amy's is at 6 o'clock my time. I think Juliet, she does hers at 5. I might do a mid-afternoon just for kicks and giggles. See if, well, I'll look to see if there's anything in the news, food news, and I'll bring you the news like a Fox reporter, like a reporter would, a journalist. And now this is the news with Carnivore Jerry as anchor of the Sunday This is the News in Food. I was listening to Paul Saladino before coming downstairs, and he has a new video out. It's about 36 minutes, and he was down in Spain, and he was talking about the food that's different abroad than it is in America, which is true. The milling of the flour is different. The additives are different. Generally speaking, the EU, the European nations, they don't allow a lot of the food colors or food additives into, let's see if there are any comments, into any food. So they say that bread tastes better. And he was basically talking about that, Paul Saladino. I think Kiltz was just in Spain too. Maybe there was some doctor convention that they were all at. I don't know. As today, before Cindy's live went on, I saw that Dustin was at the beach. And of course, I couldn't watch because working. So Dustin had his live from the beach with him and Chandra. That probably meant he missed his class. So if Amy's still on right now, how was your class today, Amy? How did it go? Learn anything new? Anything exciting? Anything? Dr. Kilt started his second round of coaching that just started October 15th. So I'm not sure if anybody has joined that little class yet for this round. I like it. I learned a lot. It was a lot of information in a little bit of time frame. I enjoy listening to it, especially while I work, gets my mind off of the mundaneness of my job. And I enjoy even the refresher part of it when I come home and watch the video again and be able to take notes. It's one thing to listen to the video and then try to retain, and then somebody calls you or you have some kind of a meeting at work where you have to go. But when I would get home or the next morning, I'd do my refresher course and listen to his video. Dr. Nelson's an excellent teacher. He was very, very, very patient. So if any of you have the opportunity ever to do a Kilt's carnivore course, it's a lot cheaper than the other courses that are out there. I think Dr. Barry's is over 2,000, I believe. And of course, see, Dr. Barry's is a 6-month course. Dr. Kiltz's was a 12-week course. So again, different courses, different money. We did a lot more essays. We had to memorize a lot of things in terminology, but we're not graduating cap and gown with a nutrition doctorate. You know what I mean? In this class, you're learning a whole slew. I think personally that we learn more with this course than probably most physicians learn in medical school, because even my own doctor said that there wasn't a lot of nutrition that was taught in doctor school. It just isn't. And that's why the physicians refer you to nutritionists. Remember the 350-pound nutritionist that my husband had to see? And here's Josephine. Hi, Josephine. I missed you so much. Haven't seen you in a while. She's saying, howdy, Jerry Michael, Terry Sue, Amy, and Tanya. And Michael's saying, hi, Josephine. Michael, did you catch Cindy's live that she did with Homesick Buckeye? Russ is his name, and he's from the panhandle of Florida. So he was on Cindy's live, and now tomorrow, Cindy is going to be interviewed by Thomas on his channel tomorrow. I think at 4:00 my time, I think. But of course, I didn't see the chat, so I didn't see you on the chat because I didn't see the chat. I usually rely on Cindy, how I talk, like I'm talking right now, and then Tanya is listening into the podcast right now, or this live. I usually get a lot of the information from that, but I found him to be a very interesting person to listen to. Homesick Buckeye. Good story. He had a very, very good story. His, for lack of a better word, elevator speech about how he found the ketogenic way of eating. And yes, that's right, Michael. I gave plasma. That's right, this morning. So I napped all day. Correct. Pardon me for not bringing that up. I recognize that. My poor tech was having a bad day. You would think it was a double Monday. Oh no, those are terrible, especially on a Friday. Especially to have a bad Friday is the worst. Josephine said, OMG, kids, I was hoping to get everything done before you started. I told my daughter she will have to wait as I'm watching this first. Oh, you know, your children come first. I can always be replayed. That's, I'm like low in the spectrum of things. I'm only for an hour. So if you have to go, we understand. I was actually thinking, I thought to myself, I got a lot of views from the video where I told people that I go on vacation to the place in Florida that is clothing optional. Once I divulge that information to people, now I think I personally think that people think I run around naked all the time. So Cindy on her video, she was talking on her video to Dustin, and then Dustin made a comment about something to the effect of, Jerry's probably not wearing any clothes, but I'm working in jest. I get it. I let humor roll off me like water off a duck's back. But he mentioned that, and then I went to the restroom so I could be able to text back because I heard the part where Cindy talked about that. And then I text back, no smarty pants. I have clothes on, kind of thing. So I think people make light of the fact that I enjoy going on vacation when it's 38 degrees sub-zero weather here in Wisconsin, to go to Florida for 2 or 3 weeks. Now, we haven't gone the last 2 years, so I don't know if we're going in February. We will see, but I enjoy it. I don't, if somebody comes to my home, I don't run around without clothes in my home. Like I said, if I have to go to a public beach, I actually own a swimming suit. I do. But the thought of me in a bikini, shall we say, is not appropriate for me. Just because. But I don't have a problem going to a clothing optional place. I don't look at people with any wanton desires. I don't do that. That's not me. I just like the freedom. I enjoy the freedom. I don't tell people they need to do it. Similar to dieting. You can't make people be a carnivore, and you can't make people practice naturalism. Naturalist, nudist. People think they're the same thing, but completely different. It's the mindset and it's the intent. After being 363 pounds and then going down to 199 and shedding all that weight, you don't think I got skin that's just rolling off of me? Yeah, I do. But I was very proud that I did it. So do I ever see those people? Yes, I do. Every year we see the same bunch of people because people like me, people in Pennsylvania, New York, the colder climates, people from Canada, they come down to this clothing optional resort. They have pedicures, they exercise, you sit on chairs with a towel. It's a polite thing to do. Nobody's ass is on picnic tables, if you know what I mean. It's none of that shenanigans. And you can't think that I do something as a Christian abhorrently against my biblical beliefs. Again, it's mindset. It's not a wanton, piggish desire for me, but that's me. Josephine's talking here. She says she wants me to go back out. No, I love the lives. I feel less alone. I understand, kiddo. I love having you here too. What I was basically saying was, I'm wondering if I turned off a lot of people because I spoke about being a naturalist. Are they thinking, oh, great, Jerry's some kind of whack job? No, I'm not. I'm a normal, average person. I am. Michael says, you might want to go on vacation so someone else can cook for your husband. I would love to go on vacation. I would just love it. I'd rather go. If I'm going to spend the money on the airfare and the hotel and the whole thing, shoot, I'd rather go in the wintertime when it's sub-zero up here. It probably doesn't get too cold down by you, Michael, though. I mean, not like Wisconsin. It gets cold, but in Wisconsin, woo, honey, it is freezing up here. Yeah, he didn't. He listen. At work, they had some cookies on Wednesday. What was it? Wednesday? What day is today? Today's Friday. They had some cookies on Wednesday, so they were pink cookies for the breast cancer awareness. So I don't eat them because they were sugar cookies. I don't know why our human resources person orders 50 dozen and we only have 125 employees. She ordered so many cookies. I ended up bringing cookies home. Asked me if Jack ate the cookies. Yes, he did. My husband is a carb addict, but if he's listening, and I don't necessarily know if he's listening to the video. Remember, I'm down here in my basement guest room, adjacent to the laundry room and the bathroom area. I don't know if he watches my videos. He barely doesn't want to talk to me, let alone listen for an hour video, if you know what I mean. But he'll probably, if he hears this, go, well, of course I ate the cookies. What else am I going to eat? Try making some hamburger sandwiches. I have all the foods. My house is loaded with food. All he has to do is cook it. He can make scrambled eggs. Nobody's stopping him from getting his center cut bacon that he likes from Oscar Mayer. The store is loaded with it. I would rather buy the Quick Trip bacon, or I'll get the Butcher Box bacon. I'm just used to those bacons. They're a lot cheaper because I'm cheap. So if I can get a package of bacon, 12 ounces or 16 ounces, for anywhere from $3.99 to $5.99, compared to Oscar Mayer center cut bacon, which is $9 and $10 for 12 ounces. Yeah, common sense. That's like the orange juice. He comes home yesterday. I think I told you guys this. He came home yesterday from Quick Trip, bringing home a gallon of, I call it diabetes juice. So he brings home a gallon of that, and that is $9. It's not a matter of price. Don't misunderstand, but there's a sticker on the orange juice door at Quick Trip that talks about the special, a half a gallon for $1.99, right next to the full gallon orange juice for $9. You can do the math. He came home with a gallon. I told you he's blind. He's got that vision thing. I'm not making fun of him. I'm not making light of it. I'm just telling you that you can be a smart shopper and save money. Get a gallon, I mean 2 half gallons, 2 half-gallon containers for $4, or a gallon container for $9, $8.99. I'm waiting. That's right. Just common sense. Just common sense. I have got to get myself some. I don't think I need new tires, according to the Goodyear guy that sells the tires in Bloomer. He says my tires are fine for this year, but I really probably should get new rims for my tires. I was thinking along the lines of getting new rims and new tires at the same time. It's a chunk of change, no doubt, but that's a big expenditure. What are we going to do? Are we going to end up? We're probably not going to end up going anywhere for Christmas this year. Jack has distanced distanced himself from the girls, so we probably won't go down there. That was funny. When yesterday I brought some excess stuff, Kirby stuff that I had in my house for the people at work to eat. Because, well, if Jack's not eating it, somebody's got to eat it, and you just, I mean, for me, I just pack up a bunch of stuff and take it into work and let the people eat it at work. So I don't care if they gain weight. I just can't have it in my house because it's a cheat for me. My objective is to get rid of the food before December 2nd. So, yes, today's October 16th, 17th. I still have plenty of time, but it's gotten to the point that now I'm probably being tempted, and I can't have these things around for temptation because, as Tanya brought it up yesterday in the live stream, that generally speaking, you do gain weight during the season, and this is my season for gaining weight. Plus, it's a matter of stress too for me as well. Here, Josephine's got a comment. I apologize, Josephine. I'm terrible at these comments sometimes. I'm bad at doing eggs. I like beef fat yolk runny good at doing them as you can dip the bacon. Well, yeah, I call that yolk gravy. I hear you. I agree with you. I love it. I just adore the yolk as a sauce, if you will, barely warm. I've even made them sometime in the microwave, take it out of the refrigerator, and just put the yolk in a ramekin, barely cook it for 10 seconds just to warm up the yolk as, like you said, a dip. So, back to my little snacky thing. So, I had some paleo chips in my pantry, like a tortilla kind of chip. I had real tortilla chips, but they weren't Doritos. See, Jack likes the Doritos chips, but these weren't, and I ended up getting them from the grocery store. You buy any with a purchase, we'll give you a bag of free chips, kind of thing. So I took that to work, and I had jar of olives because I know that would probably tempt me in during the fast. So I took the jar of olives down there, which is fine. I'll have an olive, I'll have a pickle, I'll have sauerkraut, the fermented things. I'm cool with the fermented vegetables, but I just want to limit the things that are in my refrigerator, in my cabinets, etc. Come Thanksgiving time at work, we have this box for collecting canned goods and things. So, generally speaking, the excess soups that I collect during the year, maybe I'd be making a casserole or something out of a soup. If we have company, I'd make a lasagna, and I'd have extra sauces that may have some little bit more sugar than I'm used to. I like it just a plain pureed tomato jarred sauce, just very simple, an Italian based tomato sauce. That's it. It might have very little spices, but zero sugar in it. I I really like that. But as far as the Prego or ragu or any of that stuff, those rare times that I do buy it, it's usually if we have company and I'm making a big lasagna where I don't can't afford the time to make a full blown spaghetti red pasta sauce. Then I'll cheat. I'll get the jarred stuff, and I end up donating a lot of those things to the Thanksgiving box for the poor people of the community in our little donation box. So other than that, I'm 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 all tapped out. I have no exciting news unless Josephine or Michael can talk about something or would like me to talk about something. But I think I have gone dry for the night for the week. Probably anticipating next week. Josephine, you didn't catch this part earlier. I told Michael earlier in the show that I won't be doing lives next week because I'll end up working at least 2 hours overtime. So at least till 11 o'clock at night. In worst case scenario, it'll be 4 hours. That means I'll work until 1 in the morning. So that definitely will put the kibosh on my lives for next week for right now at this time. So that's why I'm debating about doing a live, for example, on Sunday. Let's see. I feel sad. I had a black coffee. I was getting a headache. Do you get headaches when you don't have coffee? Where you are craving the coffee? Because I find that once in a while, if I don't have coffee, that's why during my fasting, what I call my Jesus fast from December this year, it's December 2nd to January 11th, 2026. That's why I keep that one 12 ounce, the pod that I'll get the organic coffee from Costco. I have one of those during the fast with no cream, no butter, no sweetener, nothing in it. Just press the button out of the Keurig pot, and I come up with 12 ounces. Myself, Michael says, so you're going to miss the 20th. Oh, sugar. You got that right, brother. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, oh, no, 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 no. Let me look at a calendar. Ah. Hang on, boys and girls. Hang on. Oh, my Lanta. 20th is Monday. Dang. Just, I don't want to say I'm going to miss it, Michael. I don't want to say that because I still want to be able to draw it. But I think what I have to do, because of those one dentist appointment, blood draw, and then my class for Monday, I think I will do a special live before work, Michael. So on the 20th, mark your calendars now. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Michael. I appreciate it. I was more engrossed in the fact that I have to work stupid overtime. Josephine, what he's saying is it's the drawing that I'm doing. He won the drawing for the 10th, and the 20th is the next drawing for the gift card for Costco that is going on. Those are the three drawings, the 10th, the 20th, and the 30th. So, Michael, I will draw on the 20th. I'll have a special live before my job, whereas not to miss it. So, thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. I'm just thinking Josephine, in the United States have a government shutdown right now. Oh, speaking of the 20th, I think your president is coming to see or prime minister. I'm not sure. What do you call the leader of your country, Josephine? Is it a president or a prime minister? Well, apparently he's coming to visit our president, Donald Trump, on Monday. Speaking of Monday, the 20th, that's supposed to be the news, the buzz. But I don't know what his title is, if it's president or prime minister. Let's ask. Hey, Google, who is the leader of the government in. Hang on a second. Hey, Google, who is the leader of the government in Australia? Oh, come on. I think I hit it and I stopped it. Hey, Google, who is the leader of the government in Australia? Hey, Google, who is the leader of the government in Australia?
The leader of the government in Australia is the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese.
Anthony Albanese. Here we go. She says, no clue. Don't learn about that stuff. LOL. I like to try to be happy. That sounds like a lot of Americans too. A lot of Americans don't watch the news because they say that it stresses them out. Me, on the other hand, it invigorates me hearing what's going on in the government. So the leader of the government in Australia is a prime minister, and it's Anthony Albanese. That's his name. So he's the one that's coming to the United States to meet with President Trump on Monday. So that's what's going on the 20th, too. Exciting stuff is happening. Sounds right, LOLs. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen your prime minister that I recall. It's not like when Prince Charles, everybody knows who Prince Charles is, but Anthony Albanese is not that public of a figure to me to be able to go, oh, okay, I know who that is. I know they have a new prime minister in Canada, but I don't recall his name either. Justin Trudeau was the old one, but that was a whole bunch of rigmarole with Justin Trudeau too, and drama. Way too much drama. There we go. Josephine says, let's hope Mr. T can suck sense to our guy. LOL. Oh, is your guy a problem? Let's ask questions. Hey, Google, tell me more about the Prime Minister of Australia, Anthony Albanese.
Anthony Albanese is Australia's 31st Prime Minister, having assumed office in May 2022 as the leader of the Australian Labor Party. He was raised by a single mother in public housing and was the first in his family to attend university. His political career began in 1996 as the member for Grayndler, and he has previously served as Deputy Prime Minister, Leader of the House, and Minister for Infrastructure and Transport. As Prime Minister, his government has focused on key areas like the cost of living, strengthening Medicare, climate action with a commitment to net zero by 2050, and a focus on social issues.
Okay, that tells me a lot. Yes, I believe you are right. To me, they all suck. LOL. So many crooked politicians in the United States. We think what it's called is term limits. So my logic is, if I run for, let's say, senator, I believe that's a 6-year term, and you can get voted in 3 times again for senator. But I don't know, let's say something very simple like a mayor. You can't be a mayor from the time you're 40 years old until you're 80 and make that a career. Hence the term limits. There should be a specific amount of time that you should serve as a public servant, in my opinion, from X amount of years to X amount of years, as opposed to, and I'll bring Nancy Pelosi. She is a senator from California, most notably the one of the oldest that is still in the Senate. If she's bumping 80 or in her early 80s, that's too old. She had her limelight. She had her name for a short period. She should have had her name for a short period of time. She's made a career out of this. And then they have lobbyist friends, and they get paid under the table and sweetheart deals and all the shenanigans about politics that make politics dirty. There should be clean politics representing the people. There's nothing wrong with taking care of the people. I think I just dropped a person. Somebody came on and said that I had 3 viewers talking politics. Whammo. People don't like to talk politics. But I think there's a place for politics and leaders of a country. But if you're going to have a dirty leader of, for example, the mayor's race that's going to be held in New York City, there's Anthony Sliwa. He's the conservative one. There's what is his name? He used to be the governor. His name escapes me for right now. Cuomo, Democrat. And then there's that other guy that wants Maldani, that wants the ability for everybody to be able to go into the grocery stores and get free groceries. But we don't have a platform yet to verbally articulate to the people how we're going to pay for everybody to eat free groceries. How can you do that? For example, it's just crazy talk. 2-minute warning, boys and girls. We have 2 more minutes. So I want to personally thank everybody for coming on to the lives this week, as crazy as it was with me being down on Wednesday. That's where I was discombobulated. I forgot that I wasn't here with you guys live on Wednesday. Again, my apologies for next week. But thank you to my dear friend Michael for bringing it back to my attention. I will be back on Monday to announce who the next winner will be. Again, it's with, like Michael always comments. He leaves a comment and then he puts the keyword down, which is Costco, on any and all the lives I do. So don't forget to do that. Those of you that are watching on the replay, leave a comment on all the live videos, this live video or the impromptu, the little ones that I do during the course of going to work, for example, the little short 12-minute ones that I do. There's my dryer. And use the keyword Costco. And Josephine says, be nice. If they were carnivore, at least you know they don't have the brain fog. LOL. 100% true. And they're drinkers too. And you know what that does to people's brains? It makes them even wackier. So we're closing in on the 1 hour mark. Thank you again for everything. I appreciate those of you that stick with me, that come every day, leave all the comments. Thank you so much. I love you all. Pleasant dreams. God be with you all. And angels on your pillow as you sleep. Time to go. Chip, chip, pip, pip, cheerio. Take care and have a good weekend. Toodles!